Back in 2020, when I started my first dropshipping store, it took me 6 weeks to get my first sale. Now I can launch a store and get a sale within the first 48 hours. So what's changed? What's the secret? I'm going to talk about how to get your first sale with Shopify dropshipping. Let's get straight into it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's go. So when I first started, it took me ages. I was not planned. I didn't have a plan. I just wanted to go with the flow. Now, I tried organic traffic, SEO, Facebook ads, Instagram posts. I tried everything. Now, I didn't have the plan. I didn't have a plan to progress, and that was where I went wrong. Now, what I do differently when I launch a store is I plan my sales tactic. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly that I'm going to do theme page promotions. I know that I'm going to use TikTok. I know that I'm going to use Facebook ads. I know exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to plan it. I decide beforehand whether I want to take it slow, use organic traffic and lower the cost, or if I want to speed run it and go through Facebook ads or pay for a paid ad campaign. Now, the biggest mistake people make is not knowing a niche, not knowing what niche to go into, and just blindly going into like a general store or a niche store without really understanding the niche. Now, you need to be able to understand the industry and the niche that you're selling in, and because you need to know what's going to sell. You need to know what appeals to your target market. Now, if you're unsure about a niche to get into, then do check out my Etsy niche video, because on Etsy, niches are very easy to get into because Etsy's an easy platform to start selling on. Things like the wedding niche, for example, is prime time during the current months. So July, August, September, a lot of weddings are happening at the end of the summer, and this is a prime opportunity to get into that niche. So this is your first step. Create a plan. Know what niche you're getting into, research the niche, and know what tactics work in that niche. Do paid tactics work? Do Facebook ads work better, or do Instagram posts work better? With things like fashion, you tend to see carousel ads work better. With things like tech and gadgets, you see Facebook ads in the form of videos. Now, if it's something to a younger audience, you might try TikTok. If it's something to an older audience, you might try Facebook. Like, you need to have a plan and you need to know the answer to all these questions. Number 2 is to prepare for your first sale. How are you going to get this sale? Now, once you've done the planning, getting your first sale is easy. If you've chosen the organic traffic route, then start posting on your social media, start spreading the word of mouth to your friends, to your family, create buzz, and basically the product you're selling, if it's of interest to these people, will sell themselves. Will sell it itself. That makes more sense. Will sell it itself. We'll go with that. If you've decided to post on social media, posting 2 to 3 times a day is the sweet spot. This is what you want to be aiming for. You're going to have posts which don't perform as well, and you're going to have posts which perform better. Now, if you're going to go through the organic social media posting route, then focus on this. Put your time into creating the posts on Canva. I'll put a link below somewhere if you want to sign up to Canva, because it's so easy to create posts, attractive, scroll-stopping posts using a platform like Canva. Not sponsored, but I do have an affiliate link, which I'll put down below. Now, once you've created your posts, post them 3 times a day. You can sign up to, I think it's called Later, which again, I'll try and get a link below, but you can schedule your posts over the course of a month. So you don't even have to be on your phone posting, tagging. You can set this up, spend one afternoon and just set up your posts for the next week. Now, if you're going to go down the ads route, you need to pick what platform you're going to sell on. Is it going to be Facebook ads? Is it going to be TikTok? Is it going to be Snapchat? Is it going to be Instagram? Decide what platform you're going to sell on, because you can't make your ads until you know your platform, because each platform works better for different types of ads. For example, Facebook works good with carousel ads. Short videos is TikTok. You also need to know, how are you going to structure your ads? What's your budget? And how often, how frequent are you going to be posting ads? You also need a structure and a plan to kill ad sets. If an ad set isn't working after 24 hours, you need to be killing it and starting again. If it's 3 days and it's not breaking even, kill it, start again. You have to be brutal with your ad sets, especially on Facebook. You need to be running them in 24-hour segments. And if they're not meeting your expectations, kill, start again. You have to be brutal with it, or else you end up spending a ton of money on Facebook ads without yielding the results that you want. Now, on the back of this, to prepare for yourself for a sale, you also need an up and functioning website, up and running website. So your website needs to work with the click-through rate. It needs to work well with conversions. You want to be able to go from visiting the site to purchasing the item in less than 2 or 3 clicks. which leads us to step 3, ensuring the conversion. Now, you need to make sure that your conversion funnel is ready to go. Your ads are going to drive traffic to the website, but that's not going to be any good if you can't convert those visitors into customers. If you're using Shopify, the best app to use is a one-click checkout. Now, this goes back to that, can somebody visit your website and check out with an item in less than 2 or 3 clicks? With a one-click checkout, yes, they can. You also want to make sure that your product description is grammatically correct. Make sure it's got all the benefits. Make sure you're targeting those pain points for the customer. Now, doing this, you can either go on Fiverr and hire somebody to write a product description for you, or just look at your competitors, see how they're structuring their product description and beat it. These are the people that you're competing with, so make sure that your product description is better than their product description. Another bit that I kind of touched on there is mentioning the pain points and the benefits of your product. Now, depending on what your product is, there might be pain points, there might be more benefits. You want to be mentioning these in your product description, bold, underline, make sure that they pop. Step 4 is payments. Make sure your customers have a way to pay. The amount of times I see people saying, I've got over 1,000 visits, but no one's checked out. Everyone's got to the add to cart, but no one's checked out. No one's bought an item. Why is this? And then I've gone into it, I've done a deep dive, and it turns out that their payment gateway does not work because they've not tested it. It's a rookie error, it's a rookie mistake, and we do not want to make it at all. Make sure your payment gateway works. Make sure you've got alternative methods of payment, whether it's card, whether it's PayPal, whether it's Klarna with the delayed payments through installments. Make sure your customers have a way to pay. It's the most important bit to getting sales, because without it, you won't get any sales, period. Another thing relating to payments is to be aware of the problems that these payment services, these payment gateway providers have. For example, PayPal can cause headaches. Now, PayPal can hold your money, they can refuse to pay out, they might request source of funds, they might request alternate documents, and it's an absolute headache. So make sure you are aware of the problems and you have alternatives in place. Now, for example, options might be buy now, pay later. Doesn't matter what the alternatives are, just be aware of them, just in case you need to switch. Also be aware of the problems of the gateways, because they might crop up, they probably will crop up, and you need to just be prepared for them. So that's 4 things that you need to set up before you get your first sale. So create a plan, prepare for your sale. This is usually by ads. This is how you're going to drive traffic. Step 3, ensure the conversion. Once you've got traffic, make sure you can convert traffic into customers. Make sure you can convert into sales. Now, if you want to see my how to increase sales video, go check it out in one of these corners. And step 4, payments. Make sure customers have a way to pay. Obviously, I've not covered order fulfillment in this because this is a complete video for another time. But if you learned something new, I know this was quite quick, but if you've got any questions, hit them down below. I'll answer every single one of them. I post every week, so subscribe to the channel because I talk about investing, dropshipping, e-commerce, side hustles, basically how to make money online. And yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.